cases. Yes, that's a very personal decision. No one can tell you are right or wrong in doing that. However, if in the future you want to defend people, you have to accept everything. That's the nature of the beast. Regardless you are talking about a criminal offense as a murder or a rape that may involve a baby or a child. Yes, because we all have a right to be defended. That is the nature of the beast. I know my limitations, and I've always decided not to go on to that side of the criminal law. I've been always working on the prosecution side, or as a judge, or with judges. Never. Is that right or wrong? That's a very personal decision. No one can tell you that's right or wrong. Yeah? But I have to tell you, these are the kind of questions you'll have to answer in probably 2 or 3 years on the line when you decide to be a solicitor or a barrister for those kind of people. Clear so far? Yes? So the one thing I want you to remember, in principle, set of rules that may include values, may not include values. Many years ago, we have a distinction now, natural law and positive law, the main distinction in law. And that's probably the one thing I want you to take on board. 2 things. First of all, what is law? A set of rules. And try then to tell me a few more things. Yeah? But in principle, a set of rules. And then polish. Normative authority, context, and so on. I'd like you to pick and mix. But then, I'm going to ask you a second thing for you to remember. The classification in law. Natural law and positive law. Because this has implications, whether you accept morals or not. Natural law. What is to be a natural lawyer or a natural law lawyer? First of all, it has to do with religion. Many, many years ago, we are talking about ancient times. We are talking about, imagine, ancient Egypt. We had only one normative authority. The king, the pharaoh, the emperor. He or she was dictating what was right and wrong, legal or illegal. Why? Because he or she was the god or goddess, as simple as. So the same person, or people, the priests, were telling society, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. If you do this, you go to hell. Or you are punished with a death penalty, and so on. Whatever was right or wrong in terms of religion and morals was a criminal offense. As simple as. As simple as. That's how we started. That's how we started. I can polish and I can talk about the Italian law, the eye by an eye, the eye for an eye, and so on. I'm not going to do that. Then from many gods and goddesses to one god, I'm not going to go. I don't need that level of detail. This is not jurisprudence. Yes. However, for you to imagine why we share a common language, there is a reason. There is a historical reason. Yes. Later on, I'm going more here. We tend to think about the law more in rational terms. Yes. More in rational terms. So my mind is telling me, not I'm creating, my mind is telling me what is right or wrong. Yes, what is right or wrong. If it's right, it's legal. If it's wrong, it's illegal. These kind of positions, there is one in the middle. That's probably the typical natural law. Still in nowadays in some places in Latin America, I don't know in Africa or Asia, but definitely in Latin America. You know, when someone or a society, they don't behave well, we used to think, okay, that's why we are being punished by the gods or by nature with a drought. There is no rain, and that was seen as a sort of punishment. Some cultures and societies see this kind of natural issues as a punishment. I don't do this, or my people don't behave in a certain manner, I'm not going to have a good time in terms of weather this year. Do we see? They see these kind of things as a punishment to their behavior. All this, whether God is creating the rule, whether nature is telling me what is legal or illegal, because if not I have a punishment, whether my mind, all these have to do with law, being created by something else, someone else, rather than people. Yes? So something else is telling me this is a criminal offense, this is not a criminal offense, yes? Not people. All these are called natural law theories. All these are called natural law theories. Am I making sense? Yes. Because we call them in that way, and they have to do with this historical background, all of them will include moral values. If you defend this kind of schools, and nowadays, we are going to see in 3 weeks' time someone in Oxford, nowadays using this, nowadays, not 3,000 years ago, nowadays using this, based on religion mainly. All these, regardless of your mind, nature, or God, all these include moral values when they define the law. Yes? Why? Because if the nature is telling me it's right or wrong, then it's legal or illegal. Because God is considering that moral or immoral, then it's legal or illegal. Because my mind thinks it's moral or immoral, then it's legal or illegal. There is going to be always a moral component. Always. The difference here, positive law. Once again, law, a set of rules. Law, a set of rules with certain elements. We have two schools, natural law, law created by something else. Yes? Who created the law? That's the difference between natural and positive. Natural law, something else is telling me what is legal or illegal. Yes? As people. Yes? Now I'm a positive. Positive comes not because of good vibes or being happy. No, it comes from positing someone, to put something, to create something. The one creating positive law has to do with society. Men, women create the law for all these people. For the ones that see the law, as a pure creation by humans. Yes. So we, the parliament, create the law. Our king create the law, not the God. Our king is not representing God. Yes. Our king creates the law. Our aristocrats create the law. Our intolerant government create the law. These are people create the law. So humans create the law. Then we are talking about positive law theory. What is the main difference? Natural law theories, because we are talking about God or the same nature or the same mind, whatever is legal or illegal in Africa is going to be legal or illegal in Latin America, in the UK, and so on. It's universal. That's why we have issues with religion nowadays. Anglican, Christian, Jewish, Islam, and so on. Why? Because they define the law in this context. And if we think that law is created by God, there is a consequence. I don't care what the British legislation says. Why? Because there is law beyond the British legislation. There is an issue here. We have authors. I'm not talking about people now. We have professors in Cambridge, to make the top one, in Yale, in Harvard, thinking in that way. There is nothing right or wrong. What I'm trying to tell you, there are consequences here. Because if I'm telling you the same behavior is illegal in India and in Britain, you may disagree with that. There are consequences to define the law in this way. Yes? It's eternal, so it's never changing. So, if bigamy was legal 2,000 years ago, it's still legal. Why? Because that kind of law is eternal. Yes? So the fact that I'm moving to another country with my 2 or 3 or 4 wives shouldn't be classed as you have an argument here. Yes? Depending on how you define the law. There are consequences. And that's why it's very hard to explain people when you move here. This is a different country. It's not as simple. People are not daft. And I usually don't agree with this kind of, well, they are coming here, they need to comply with it. It's not as simple. Why? Even professors in Cambridge, Harvard, they think of the law. So this is not only common sense for someone in certain religion. Yeah? They are professionals that support this kind of idea. This kind of idea have consequences. Yeah? Because if you accept the law being created by someone eternal, then you have to accept that that law will be the same all over the world. Do you see the consequences? However, we come here, black letter law jurisdiction. My law is created by Queen in Parliament. You come here, you ought to comply with the law, regardless of whatever you think about the law. There is a different take, because whatever you think it may be legal or illegal may have nothing to do with what is actually legal or illegal, because we tend to follow this approach. Positive law. Law is being created by people. In our case, you have to check your constitution. In our case, a written constitution, our lawmaker is the parliament. Yes? So they can only, I don't care the religion, I don't care the morals, I don't care, very briefly. I think of what the parliament says is legal or illegal. I can have only one partner in this country legally. If I have two, I'm going to be committing a criminal offense. Yes, if I'm married twice in this country, I'm going to be committing a criminal offense. Do we see how it works? So it does have organ donation, gender changes, the use of cannabis. Someone remember the example of the use of cannabis. But you can think of the fact that you have tattoos or not, the fact that you own your body or not, many consequences. And that will have to do with you working as a lawyer as well. It's a bit more complex than the black letter law. Now I'm going to ask you to use your mobiles very quickly. I'll give you 5 minutes. Now you have to tell me, with all this introduction, using your mobile, same time as before, this is the room. In the meantime, you can ask me questions. I'll give you 5 minutes. You have to define, use your mobile, Socrative again, like last time, Socrative, and you tell me your definition. Let's use like Twitter, 140 characters, something short. I don't need an essay, please. Something short, 140 characters, the old Twitter, not the new one, 280. Something short, tell me your definition of the law. Yeah? And let's see how many definitions we have here. So I'd like to hear your definition of the law. Not more than 5 minutes, please. Shall write your definition.